feedback, and I just said I opened to the floor, and they immediately went around individually and gave me feedback, and nobody was left out. So I learned something by that. But so maybe I can do the same here. We didn't start with a prayer today and a smudge, which we did for that meeting. That was great. Linda.
Oh, did I volunteer?
Yes.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I'm going around the room.
Oh, okay. It's been good. I have been, so immersed in the day-to-day operational work of late that it was a good opportunity to pull my head out of that and just.
Is it hard to disconnect?
At the beginning, I
Yeah.
really noticed that I was wanting to stay connected with that. But I think these are important conversations to have, and they really contribute to our well-being as well as our growth. So I definitely would do it again, and it's given me some food for thought, particularly for myself around the whole board relationship and some good resources as well, and the mentoring piece.
Do you find the resources helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading all these mentoring ones because I think I need to be more mindful of that in my work with my management team.
Thanks, Gail.
This has been a great day for me. I mean, this is my first opportunity to be with you all. And where I was coming from today has been, the last few months has been a real journey of challenge at work, and challenge with people, challenge with customers, challenge with my own internal colleagues at times. So I come and I arrive with a real, I guess it's just a real heaviness, I suppose. But what some of our conversations have led to today and through today is perspective, is some real strategies and different viewpoints, experiences, just really helpful in terms of my focus. And so I'm a writer, so you folks have shared some real wisdom, and I have just made notes, and it's so applicable. I mean, it's shared human experiences, what we're going through, no matter where we're working or what our individual agencies, organizations, it's shared human experiences is what I'm hearing a lot of, so I can take that away and really I feel a lot more hopeful, and there's some really good strategies.
Cheryl volunteered you to come here, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I've known Gail for a long time, and I have to tell you, this lady has always got a phone in her ear, so I've never seen you this long with a phone ring. And I just want to give you congratulations on that.
Thank you. I delegated. Someone else has
Did you
to call
really?
someone. I did. I thought, this is important enough. Like, I don't want to be.
She takes calls for Bridgeway 24/7.
Yeah.
All day, all night long,
It's true.
and the calls just keep pouring in. I've never seen anything like it. So it's great to see you without a phone in your hand.
Thank you.
Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the conversations that have happened today, and I think I'm definitely going to be chewing on this stuff for a long time. I'm going to be able to take some of the concrete strategies back, even though we're probably next week, and start putting things into place that I never thought about, especially around communication and making sure that the relationships are shining through. And this last kind of half hour, 45 minutes of, talks about where the field is going, how leadership challenge is going to be evolving, were obviously pretty interesting to me. And that tension between social justice and business skills we were talking about, Charlene, really seems salient because I just not so long ago finished my MSW, and ever since it's been done, I've been wondering maybe my time would be better spent doing an MBA, even though I really enjoyed the MSW and those values are super important to me. I've been wondering, how do you balance these skills? We're living in a world of austerity and financial management, all these things, concepts that they don't teach you when you're learning about counseling and clinical skills. So being able to know that those are real challenges that everyone's dealing with is nice to hear, and it's good to get tuned into them early. So So thanks a lot, Dean, for having me, and all you guys for sharing so frankly.
And I'm expecting in the next, when I have on crutches and when I'm making my way through the world in downtown Toronto, I expect to see you in a suit. And heading up a $200 million organization as the CEO, so the pressure's on.
Great.
Nicola.
Well, thanks for the book.
Oh. Let's get that straight right away.
Well, she's a winner. I'm just a winner. I should go out and buy a lottery ticket. Probably won't be the right lottery ticket, but hey, I won something, so I'm on the street now. I was very much looking forward to today. I actually decided during the course of the week that I wouldn't go into work before I came here. And so my husband and I, normally he grinds my coffee before I leave for home, and he had it ground, and he said, "So when are you going?" I said, "Actually, I'm going to at home and have a cup of coffee and then go down." So thank you for that opportunity. But other than that, there's always, it's been great information. I like to take notes too, and just food for thought. It's just a time to, as I was saying, trying to do like a Friday afternoon thing of having some time for reflection and thoughts and ideas. And as we were talking, things percolate in your mind that you note down that you haven't had time to really sit down and think about because there's that conversation going on. So that's always thoughtful in terms of having that time out that your brain can function in a different fashion. And I wasn't too worried about receiving emails. Our server was been down most of the week and I can't get emails to my BlackBerry anyway, so I was out of contact anyway. But it's been a helpful discussion and it's been great to meet new people and hear different approaches and learn different directions and different thoughts. So thank you to everybody and thanks to Dean.
I know it's really hard to disconnect from the world, and we're asking a lot of you about inviting you to come and do this. I know it's hard because it's going to be hard to go back, and you're going to be going twice as hard. So I appreciate that part. I'm glad you brought that up, Nicola. Let's see.
Yeah, I've really appreciated being here. Thank you for the invite, Dean. I feel like there's so much to learn around the table, which is just a wonderful opportunity. It's not very often that this kind of opportunity comes around. And it was a great opportunity for me to take myself away from a very busy and hectic work world and refocus into what leadership means for me and how I continue to grow and learn and experience that. And I really appreciate it.
Can I make full disclosure about your dad? Is our chartered accountant for our company?
Sure.
Oh, you just did.
That wasn't a question. But Nancy, I had the pleasure of working with you and watching you grow, and you're such a keen learner, and you want to grab it all, and it's a joy and a delight to watch you do that.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, great. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Tammy.
Yes, I have enjoyed the conversations today. I've enjoyed questions that I myself have had a lot before, and I still have. I've enjoyed the wisdom, certainly, of people who've had much more experience. Even the talk about boards, I'm not an executive director, but it's certainly a role that I cover for. It's certainly I'm involved with the board, so I found all of that useful. I would definitely love to come back if you were to host this again. I think that's great. Some of the people around the table have been supports to me for a while, but that's been over a quick lunch or a quick end of a conversation, so it's nice to have a day just to reflect with some of the people I know and some people I don't know, just to hear the information. I've enjoyed that. Thinking about what, in October for a celebration.
You got an idea?
Well, I do, and it's obviously just the beginning of a concept, but with some of our talk at the end of today about what are things going to look like in the future, you have so much wisdom and experience yourself, Dean. You've worked with a variety of individuals and organizations, and perhaps you could ask for a call from the field or something of people's ideas or visions of what they think in 20 years, or 10 years even, 10 years with the rate of change, whether it's the public sector or include private sector. I mean, obviously my interest would be what we think the public sector in terms of services for our service organizations, what that's going to look like, and present some scenarios of what it will be, with all of the technology and with the funding and with the who will be leading and what will they be doing, and put together some pictures of that for people to react to, or
And what skills will you need?
yeah, it's kind of like when everyone was watching Star Trek and no one ever thought we'd be doing some of the things they're doing, and it was really outer space, but for those people who paid attention, some of the things are coming to fruition, so I think that would be neat. Anyway, just
I
as
do
a
too, I think it's a great idea.
Good idea, Tammy.
Can we count on a paper from you, or?
I'll throw some ideas, but I'm just really hoping you'll bring them all together and put it together.
Great, thanks, Sammy. Thanks for coming, and it's great watching you blossom in your leadership and your role, taking on that confidence. I can hear it coming through. And it's great to see.
Great, thank you.
Wonderful. Louisa?
I really appreciate the whole process, and it takes so much effort to create a space, and I think everybody here, we all together create a space, and especially Dean, you really push for that, and really thank you. Yeah, to stay away and stand back to think, there's a lot of wisdom here, and a lot for me to take back, to reflect and to think, to digest. I just can say I have a lot I need to learn. Yeah, I really want to say thank you to everybody who has so much bring to this table and so much experience. Yeah, I really appreciate and enjoy the whole process. Yeah.
And you and I have been through a lot too, in terms of what you did at the agency and coming in and working together. And I always appreciated that about you, is that you knew you had a lot to learn. You were keen to learn it. You were always open to learning it. So it was a joy to work with you.
Yeah.
I wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.
Okay. Jeanette?
Well, it's a privilege to be at this table, and I really would like to honor everybody that has a desk and responsibilities and the ongoing leadership roles that all of you are undertaking. I'm just astounded by what I've heard today, and I'm also encouraged, because I do think that one of the challenges of retirement is to say, okay, I'm going to hand the torch over, and the torch is being caught very well.
Thank you, Jeanette. It's great to have you here, and certainly honored your work that you've done in the field for so many years. It's great. Appreciate you being here. Susan?
Well, I too appreciate being here, and I just admire the strength that everybody has in wanting to move forward and to learn and do better, and everybody holds so much up, so it's with a lot of respect, and I appreciate the opportunity to participate, I really do. And you talked about making space and for yourself, and for me it's like, I'm in the opposite position of thinking, oh boy, I can be back at a table. But I don't have to own it. Hopefully I own what I contribute. But thank you for letting me participate, and I really give you the tribute, Dean, for making this happen. I know we've had numbers of conversations about not just what the needs are, but what your vision is for how to support good leadership. And
Susan and I have done a number of lunches on this topic.
we've dined out on it. But thank you for that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And how you kept at it and grow it and bit by bit and make it such a great experience from whatever point we're coming to this table. So thank you.
Susan and I go back many years to Kingston,
Yeah,
Children's
long
Aid
time ago.
Society. She worked in this dinky little office. Do you remember that office with the
I do.
stone and the, yeah, so we go back to the Stone Age.